Welcome, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is John Alat, and today's episode is I don't know how to feel today. I don't know. I'm like mixed feelings, happy, sad. Today's episode we are just going to do a throwback and also appreciate the present. Okay, today is 13th October, mark exactly 2 years since I said bye to my mom. I said bye to my dad, and yeah, I had to leave home, travel overseas, and yeah, try and make a living. Okay, it has been up and downs. Okay, yeah, but one country has been favorable enough for me. So today's journey, I'm gonna share with you 2 years since I've been living abroad, like abroad. No, it's not US, so abroad, like there's Gulf countries. You understand, Qatar, Dubai, stuff like that. So 2 years. Okay, so guys, 2 years. It's not easy, 2 years. So we are going to discuss the ups, the downs, what ensued you living abroad, stuff like that. Alright. So, you know, before traveling, like leaving Ghana, the first thing I had to deal with, the first thing was distance. I've always been that guy that I always want to be far away from home. Like not too much far, you understand? In as much as I live in Accra, I always prefer living in Koforidua, to Accra. Koforidua I had freedom, I can play football, stuff like that. Like certain things that make me happy. So, and home too much. I couldn't have my silence, like my peace, stuff like that. So for me to take the stand like traveling, living Accra, living Ghana, leaving my loved ones behind. I know my mom was going to miss me, especially those days where I used to sell for her, sell tomatoes, stuff like that, just to make her happy. I know my mom was going to miss those moments. But I had to do it. I had no option. I had to do it. And back then, like living Ghana back then, I've completed university fresh. Like maybe university fresh. I'm done with my NSS. So I was doing I think I was doing my degree back then. I was doing my degree, like nearly completion. I was done with I was left with my thesis, like my project work. Yeah, and I had to leave. So guys, leaving. I would say one, I made a good decision. It was a better choice for me to leave. Yeah, two, leaving because like I had to explore greener pastures. Okay, fresh graduate, I had more to offer. So staying in Ghana, a country where getting jobs were kind of, it's like finding a hair in a haystack. It was very difficult. But for me, when I was going to school throughout my university days, I told myself I'm not going to complete school and stay home and be like, yo, I'm looking for a job. I'm just going to do something for myself. So I remember after school, even during my school process, I was selling data packages. Okay, I was selling data bundles, which I'm going to leave that story for another time. Yeah. So let's talk about travel. Let's talk about abroad life, living abroad, what it entails. Sometimes living abroad, someone in Ghana, the person feel like you are living a fairy tale life, you are living a dream life, but that's not it. That's not all. There is so much to go into it than what people tend to see on the internet, on the social media. It's different, guys. The reality here, living abroad, is different. So, one, okay, I'll say culture experience. I'm going to introduce to culture experience. Like, I'll be using Qatar because that's where I spend most of my time. Right now, as we speak, right now I'm in Qatar, so I spend most of my time in Qatar as compared to the other countries. So the cultural experience in Qatar, for the first time, even before you travel to an Arab nation like a Gulf country, in Ghana, you'll be hearing stuff like, hey, Gulf countries this, Gulf countries that, the sun is hot, stuff. You understand? So, like, and the people and stuff. So cultural experience when I came, cultural experience. Fair enough, it was nice. I met nice people. Socialization was cool. Networking vibe. You understand? And the second is weather. Before you travel to any country, you have to take into consideration the weather. For me right now, if you told me to travel to Canada and it's winter, I'm not going because the cold, I can't. Even here in Qatar, it's winter and it's not easy. It's not easy. Even for me to stay in the AC 24/7, guys, you can just look at my hands. Freaking cold. You understand? So the weather also played a vital part. The weather, especially the sun during the summer. Oh my gosh. Like 45, 48. And you have to drink more water to stay hydrated. So guys, if you're not ready for that, I think Gulf country should not be your aim, okay? So the weather was a challenge, but once a hustler, always a hustler. You know what is at stake. So you just have to go through, you have to persist. And personal growth for me, like ever since I traveled, I've grown psychologically, physically, emotionally, okay? And yeah, I've grown to love myself more. My happiness doesn't depend on people. When you travel out overseas and you're going to depend on people to be happy, it's not going to work for you. Because everybody is busy, people are working, schooling, and until I had to combine school with work sometimes. Schooling, working. It wasn't easy. And traveling at the same time. So I just had to happy myself. And I'm that one guy that I'm always happy regardless. I don't need someone to validate my happiness. I don't need someone to make me happy. I was happy myself. So it wasn't a big problem for me, like on my side, when it comes to traveling and staying isolated. Okay, yeah. So, and one thing I must say is traveling helped open doors. I met so many people. Like, I came into contact with people I never imagined I could come into contact with, because living in Ghana, all I knew with Ghanaians, Nigerians, stuff like that. But here lies the case. Traveling opened my mind. It embroidered my network. For this past 2 years that I've been far away from home, I've grown a network, a relationship with people from Bangladesh, people from Nepal, people from India, people from Pakistan, name it, Kenya, Uganda, name it. It got to a time I was even having someone like a CEO from where was the country? I think India or something, working on my YouTube channel. Like, you understand? So I think it helped me build my resume, my CV to a certain pedigree. In as much as it's not going to help in the job market, but for me, I think it's a personal achievement. It's a personal achievement. So, and my 2 years of stay here, it is okay. So that's the one side of it, and I must say, another part of it is, I got to a time right now, as I speak to you right now, I feel like sometimes when you travel overseas, you tend to feel so comfort, like you feel so okay. You feel like there is no need for upgradement, or there is no need for you to climb up the ladder, upgrade yourself certain like that way, because you feel like you've reached the top. And that's not the feeling for me. In as much as compared to Ghana, I was grinding every day, you understand, because the system over there was going to compel you to grind, hustle hard in order to make the bucks, okay, to watch family and stuff. But when you are here, when you're in Europe, sometimes if you're so focused, it's family, it's not going to be a problem, because when you make money and you convert, it's going to be in your home country. But for me, sometimes I feel like I'm a little bit laid back. Like the alert I was back then in Ghana, when it comes to like striving for success, hunger for success, it has reduced. It has reduced. I don't know. It has reduced significantly. Like, there's not the alert back then in GH. You understand? So, and something I'm working on it. Day in, day out, I'm working on it, and I'm sure that it's going to work out for me. It's going to work out for me. So, the comfort zone, being so comfort when you travel abroad, yeah. So that's it. So my 2 years of stay, one may ask, so far, what are your achievements so far? What are your takeaway homes? If you have to go home right now, what are your takeaway homes? Okay. So what I'm going to take home, personal growth and development, both physical and mentally. Achievement, okay. Um, I've equipped myself knowledge wise. Okay, I have certain certificates in certain field which I'm not going to share on here. Yeah. So educational wise, I'm there. Like I've advanced educational wise, and I still have life, which is a major achievement. And yeah, I can't talk about money yet because I'm not there yet. You understand? But at least I've secured a pretty cool amount, like 5K in my account. So it's not K. Someone's going to say you've stayed abroad 2 years and you only have 5K in your account. Yes, I've stayed abroad 2 years and I have 5K in my account. So what? So what? The present doesn't, the past doesn't matter. What matters is the present. Okay, I have 5K and I can convert the 5K to 1 million K. Yeah, so guys, thanks for tuning in. So far, this is my 2 years of staying like abroad, and these are certain ups and downs, challenges. I just feel like I should tell you I'm happy for myself and how far I've come. So guys, if you enjoyed this content, kindly subscribe, turn on the bell notification for more. Yeah.